morning and welcome to your virtual tour around the world. Our next stop is Otters Bend. Loading. Now before we start, I would like to point out the fact that this town has no doors, and that is for one specific reason. Back in 2348, the scientists that work hard at AAE Science Incorporated perfected teleportation, and so the residents here prefer to use their perfected form of teleportation rather than simple doors. On your right, you will see a police station made out of an alien metal that they gathered about 4 years ago. It does a nice job of holding the prisoners in. Up next is the firehouse, which is made of replenishing water, thanks again to the AAE Science Inc. Next we have the apartment duplex that houses most of the residents. Up next, behind you is the antique bus stop, from back when they drove their children to school. Next is the school that the children now teleport to, rather than being driven. Behind you again is the town hall where the two most recent ordinances of this town have been passed. The first being you cannot have a gun unless you are a police officer or you have completed the required training and background check. The second one was for those who prefer to still drive. No vehicle can be bigger than a moped, unless the person is labeled with a disability under the revised ADA. If you turn around again, you will now see the residential home unit. These buildings can house 1 to 2 families each. The two tall buildings you see now are both part of AAE Science Incorporated, and the reason that this town has advanced the way it has, and why it is now on the map. The next building is the trash and sewer building, where all the trash goes at the end of the week. Up next is the hospital where you could now have limbs regrown thanks to the medical research done over at AAE Science Inc. Finally, here is the back end of the apartment building.